Hey everyone! Today, I want to talk about one of the most influential figures in the fight against social injustice, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. His relentless battle against the caste system in India is a story of courage, determination, and unwavering commitment to equality. Dr. Ambedkar's journey began in 1891, born into a Dalit family. Despite facing severe discrimination, he pursued education with a fierce passion, eventually earning a doctorate from Columbia University. This was just the beginning of his crusade against the oppressive caste system. In 1936, Dr. Ambedkar delivered a speech that would become a cornerstone in the fight for social justice. This speech was later published as a booklet titled Annihilation of Caste. In this groundbreaking work, Ambedkar critiqued the caste system with a sharp intellect and fearless voice. He argued that the caste system was not just a social hierarchy, but a deeply ingrained systemic oppression that dehumanized millions of people. Ambedkar didn't just criticize from the sidelines. He proposed radical solutions. He believed that the annihilation of caste was essential for the real progress of Indian society. His ideas were revolutionary. He called for the complete eradication of the caste system, the establishment of equality, and the protection of fundamental rights for every individual. Dr. Ambedkar's vision was clear. True democracy could only be achieved when social and economic inequalities were addressed. He also stressed the importance of education and self-respect among the oppressed communities. His words were a clarion call to rise against centuries of subjugation and demand justice. But Ambedkar's fight was not limited to words alone. He was instrumental in drafting the Indian Constitution, ensuring it enshrined principles of equality and non-discrimination. His work laid the foundation for a more just and equitable India. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's legacy continues to inspire social activists around the world. Background: written in 1936, the book is an audacious denunciation of Hinduism. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, a prominent social reformer and leader, offers a scholarly critique of Hindu scriptures that sanction a rigidly hierarchical and iniquitous social system. The work emphasizes that true equality can only be achieved when the caste system is uprooted and caste-based identities are discarded. Key points: social reform. First, Ambedkar argues that social reform is the true key to demolishing the caste system. Any reform movement that does not begin with social reform is doomed to fail. Social reform, the foundation for change. Political and economic reforms are downstream of the overall culture and social system. Political reform, necessary but secondary to social reform. Economic reform, also important but dependent on the overall social context. Ambedkar's position: as an untouchable himself, Ambedkar acknowledges the irony of heading a movement for caste abolition. He recognizes the challenges but remains an outspoken critic. Tyranny of upper caste Hindus. The book meticulously exposes the discrimination imposed by upper caste Hindus on the untouchable community. Call for reconstruction. Ambedkar advocates for the reconstruction of Hindu society, emphasizing the urgent need for social reform over political and religious reform. Despite facing opposition, Ambedkar's work remains influential and relevant to this day. It challenges deeply ingrained beliefs and calls for radical change.